All right, welcome back to the Listen with Intent channel. Guys, I got a shipment that came in from the President's Day sale on Rhino.com. Got a couple of albums this time. I didn't go quite as crazy as I did in past. There was a ton of great deals. It was like 15% off all their music or whatever, and they have the high fidelity stuff. And I ended up getting a couple things. One I've been wanting a long time. The other one I was just kind of casually waiting for it to go on sale, and it finally did. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pop this thing open real fast. Let's see. Oh, yes. One of these is a controversial type album. Let's start with the one I've been waiting to go on sale for a while. There it is. The repress of Load by Metallica. This is supposed to have the original extended cut of the Outlaw Torn. I cannot wait to crank this up. I know this album triggers a lot of folks because this was an absolute stylistic change. You can tell by the way the boys are dressed here on the back. But I will say, I remember when this came out, it was absolutely just like unbelievable. Everybody was like, what is going on? Until It Sleeps, I think, was the first single off this album. And then King Nothing, Hero of the Day. They have another video for anything? Yeah, I can't remember if they had any more videos or not. Maybe Mama said. But I know single-wise, it was Until It Sleeps, King Nothing, and Hero of the Day. And you know what? This album's better than what people give credit for. I mean, Rolling Stone here, who cares what they say? But 4 stars on them. I don't know if that's, Rolling Stones knows what they're talking about. But this is an absolute fantastic listen. It's not 1980s Metallica. This is, what is this, 1996 or something, 95? When this was released, and I remember seeing this, I think this tour right here with my boys from the podcast. We were the Audible Extacy Podcast, what we're the show that we do pretty much every other week. It's out there for everybody. Links are always in my bio. But my buddy Anthony and Chris and we all went and saw this show in Greensboro, North Carolina for this tour, and oh my God, I made them go up front, the very front row with me. I mean, I know they enjoyed it. They probably didn't that night because it was hot, sweaty, and people were pushing against us. But yeah, man, killer show as always with Metallica. And this is absolutely excited to get this in my collection. I'm going to be cranking this one up probably later this evening. I'm gonna go ahead and slice this thing open here. Let's see what this. I'm pretty sure this is black vinyl. I don't think it's a color variant. The other album, however, I got probably is a color variant. So, it's not that big of a deal, and I'm not going to sweat it or anything like that. But let me slide this out of the plastic here, and less reflective, so you can see the cover a little better. Everybody knows the history of the old Load, if you will. A little bloody, but hey, there we go. Let's see here. In case you haven't seen the gatefold for this. Yeah, I'm not a fan of their look back then by no means. I hate to say it. I don't understand why they would even, I understand. Let's face it. Alt rock, if you will, or whatever that crap from Seattle. The Seattle scene took over everybody, and Metallica decided to follow suit here for a couple of albums and make it look like it. Thankfully, judging by some of these pictures, it looks like Newstead was about the only one that really didn't go completely crazy. Poor Lars and Kirk, they absolutely hammed it up, didn't they? All right, anyway, let's take a look. It's 2 disc set, so it's going to be, it's a long, oh yeah, this is black. I am 99% sure. Yeah, black vinyl. Looks like the first cuts of this, or the first LPs, of course, Ain't My Bitch, 2x4, House that Jack Built, Until It Sleeps on side 1, and then side 2, King Nothing, Hero of the Day, and Bleeding Me. My God, what a side 2, right? Jesus. Fantastic. Let's see what the old second album is here. Album number 2, on side 3, The Cure, Poor Twisted Me, Wasting My Hate, Mama Said, Flip It Over, Thorn Within, Ronnie, and then the Outlaw Torn, a 10-minute and 43-second version. So, and that album is actually one of my that song I should say is one of my favorite. Outlaw Torn, I absolutely love that tune. It's just one of my favorite tunes. It always has been. Anyway, that is Load, and now on to the second album I picked up. This thing was about $20, so it's absolutely what I was looking for. Here we go. So I am a fan, and my daughter's a fan of prog rock in general. Yes, the classic album by Yes. It's called Fragile. This is the remix by Steven Wilson, who is a notable person in the prog rock scene and mastering. This guy absolutely can mix a record. I've never heard this version. I know that I'm pretty sure you can listen to this version on Apple, Apple Music and Spotify and stuff. But I've never listened to it. I've always just listened to the regular Yes album. I've got the regular Yes. No, actually, my daughter's got the regular Fragile on vinyl upstairs. I got a handful of Yes on vinyl that I own over there. It's a couple, like a live album or two, and a couple other albums. But this is by far my favorite. This is, of course, a Rhino pressing. So that just makes it even more special. This is going to sound, I'm sure, sound fantastic. It is a colored variant, which is fine. My favorite song by these guys is on this album, Roundabout, which if you don't know it, you need to listen to it. But I'm sure if you're watching this channel, you probably know what Roundabout is. But anyway, let's slide this open. Take a look at what, this is a gatefold as well. So we're going to take a look and see what this vinyl looks like. If we can get this to safely cut open here without slicing me up, right? All right, here we go. Let's slide you on out carefully. There we go. All right, so here we go. Yes, Fragile. All right, so gatefold. Looks like it's basically some lyrics and a few liner notes. Of course, the cover is always spacey. This is the redo. I wish I had the other one downstairs now so I could compare it for you all. But yeah, I'm reading through this right now. I mean, it's just basically just basic liner notes. This is probably what's on the original. I've never even paid attention. We'll slide out the record and let you take a look and see what this thing looks like. And if you can't tell, here we go. It is a green. Very cool color, to be honest with you. I'm not mad at it. You know what I mean? This is pretty cool. So yeah, absolutely love it. Shoot, I can't argue. This is probably my favorite Yes album. I know that a lot of folks like Closer to the Edge or Close to the Edge better. And some folks, if you were a fan of the MTV days, what is it, 90218 or whatever that album is, 90125, whatever. It's an actually fantastic album. Their videos are great back in the day. Owner of a Lonely Heart, fantastic tune. It was definitely less proggy and more radio friendly. They were certainly catering to an audience that preferred radio play. So nothing wrong with that. But yeah. Yes, Fragile, the Steven Wilson mix. Can't wait to listen to this one as well. So it looks like my night is going to be full. I got a couple of albums to sit back and jam out to, and yeah, can't wait. So yeah, I got a couple of shopping days coming up. My daughter and I are gonna go look for just random stuff, used stuff. Probably the rule of thumb is still gonna be going on this year for the most part. I'm not gonna buy anything unless it's on sale, and or I find it used. Just trying to minimize on getting crazy, because you can, as you know, if you're in this vinyl community, you can spend anywhere from 25 cents for a record to hundreds and hundreds of dollars. And I wish I could be about that life, but I can't be. So I just look for the specials and the deals when I get a chance. I've got a list. We all have our list of what's hot, what absolutely is a must buy if we see it, and what can we wait on kind of thing. And I've got just an absolute ton of stuff that is on my wait on list. So my daughter, on the other hand, she absolutely anti-new completely. So she would be wanting nothing but used. So it's kind of cool. She's old soul and a young lady. So anyway, quick video. Just want to wrap it up. This was my President's Day sale grab, if you will, from Rhino, which is honestly one of my favorite places to buy records, because they always do great on the shipping. It gets to you pretty quick. The packaging was fine. The records arrive safe. I'm just going to make sure they play and have no issues, so I don't have to reach back out, which hopefully we won't. But anyway, thank you for stopping by. Be sure to like, share, comment Share what, if you got any President Day deals anywhere, feel free to share it down low. I am not opposed to looking, other places to buy records, because, like anybody, I'm looking for the cheapest deal possible, and I'll take advantage of it, especially if it's something I like. But thank you for stopping by. Have a great day, and just remember, listen with intent. See you next time.